So yeah, this just happened. The doctor is in. What's up guys, Lifting here, back with another addition to my 50 times random content farming series. In this video I did 50 spider forest maps. This map was requested by several of you guys in the comments, and thank you for that, because oh boy, this map has been profitable. The reason this map is a popular request is because you have the chance of finding the doctor card, and the zone has two bosses, Elira and her running friend. I spent 50 chisels in total for the maps and what's equivalent to 1.5 chaos on rolling them to my preferences. The cost of this in total equates to 18 chaos orbs. I killed the bosses each run and always made sure that there was less than 50 monsters remaining in the map before I left it. Each run took on average 3.5 minutes for a total of 175 minutes or close to 3 hours to complete. Now let's see how much I actually gained by doing these 50 runs in terms of estimated profit. As always, I will convert the value of it all into chaos orbs based on the current Essence Softcore League prices. In terms of raw currency drops, when everything is added up, I earned 155 chaos orbs. And as you might have noticed, I got lucky and found an Exalt 2, which amounts to 69 out of the 155 chaos orbs. So, pretty lucky, pretty sweet. And if you add the value of the various essences to this, we gain an additional 17 chaos for a total of 172 chaos orbs. As for uniques, I found a total of 16 items, none of them hold any real worth and are best used as vendor fodder for some extra alchemy shards. That said, the Dying Breath is often used by people who use the Animate Guardian skill, and because of that it is fairly easy to sell, but not for more than 1 chaos orb, so not too much profit here. Now, what made these 50 runs especially profitable was the Divination card drops. I of course had the typical Her Mask and Gamblers, but because I found a Diviner Strongbox in there, I also got myself the card that gives you Immortal Hope, which sells for 12 chaos orbs. The highlight of the Divination card drops, however, is that I actually found the Doctor card, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video. This card sells for a minimum of 12 Exalted orbs currently, which is equivalent to 828 chaos orbs. The total profit for Divination cards, when you add them all together, is 844 chaos orbs. Pretty sick. As for map drops, I got in return of running these 50 Spider Forest maps, 81 maps back in total, whereas 7 of those are tier 7, 11 of them are tier 3, 6 of them tier 4, 11 of them tier 5, 24 of them tier 6, 18 of them tier 7, and finally 8 of them tier 8. And for the sake of convenience, I simply priced all of the tier 6 plus maps for 1 chisel each for a total of 46 chisels, or what's in chaos equivalent to 15 chaos orbs. They may not even sell, but that's a realistic value set for these maps. I didn't take the sub tier 6 maps into the equation because, well, no one is gonna buy them. When it comes to skill gems, I didn't really find anything useful, so I simply added the gems to the GCP machine and got 2 GCPs in return for a total profit of 2 chaos orbs. As for rare items, I didn't really find anything worth mentioning. I simply vendored most of it and added the currency I got in return to the total amount of currency. Finally, I also decided on picking up all the sorcerer boots and occultist vestments and chainsing them. I spent a total of 31 chains orbs, and well, I didn't exactly win anything here. So when I put this all together and subtract the cost of the maps themselves and the rolls on them, plus the 31 chains orbs I spent, without getting anything in return, the total estimated profit when rounded down amounts to 1010 chaos orbs for these 50 Spider Forest maps. Taking into consideration the amount of time spent on each run, this amounts to something like 346 chaos orbs per hour, granting that everything is to sell for the price that it is getting listed for. So yeah, needless to say, this was a very profitable experiment. I obviously got super lucky with the Exalt drop and the Headhunter card. Had those not been part of the run, it would still have been profitable, but not in any form like this. So just keep in mind, just because you do 50 runs of this type of map, you're not necessarily going to find the Doctor card. As a matter of fact, you're probably not even going to find it if you run 200 or even 300 of these maps. But at least you have the chance, and sometimes we do get lucky. My next experiment will be to run 50 Coward's Trial unique maps, and I'm looking very much forward to that. As some of you guys know, there is always a guaranteed unique item drop in that map from the boss, so it could get interesting. As always, if you have any maps you're particularly curious about seeing farmed, let me know and tell me the reason for this down in the comments, and I will consider doing this if I realistically can. That's it for now. Subscribe if you're interested in my future findings. Thank you for watching, and bros, do you even nerd?